Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to BattleTech. I think we're going to take this 5 skull mission first today because of the fact that its pay is lower. If we should find the awesome parts that we need here, we'll be able to take this higher pay mission at full pay, which will be nice. That's a fair amount of score there. So, we only need... that's awkward. Well, we're going to take it as 312 because we need at least 2 pieces of priority salvage. Man, it sure would be nice, wouldn't it, if we could just finally end the hunt for this mech and get back to getting paid as hard as humanly possible. So we're talking about a Tundra biome and a pretty high difficulty mission. I'm wondering if maybe this is a good time to bring in the Stalker. Just sort of slow the whole company down and get into full explosions mode. I really do like this Stalker. And then, do we want to run these pilots? Probably not. This is the highest possible difficulty. Hex, at the very least, probably needs to take a seat. We could run Coyote for the breaching shot. We could run Flatline for the breaching shot, too. It's not actually that different. Yeah, sure. He still needs some XP. And you know what? I think I'm actually pretty comfortable taking... These pilots are good enough. Although, I guess we do want sensor lock on the red glare. Do I want to swap to a different sensor lock pilot? Do we have somebody who has sensor lock and also bulwark available? You're a little understated. Razor's a little overstated, if anything. Although this thing does run real hot. You know what? Let's go ahead and bring Razor in. The value of the XP is the same whoever gets it. We don't really need to level up more pilots. I just kind of want to. Yeah. We are giving up that bonus point of initiative here, though. That's not compatible with coolant vent, no matter what the situation. Yeah, I like this. The red glare should have coolant vent. Thing runs too hot, and it's too slow to get reliable melee attacks, so... In the Tundra, with the number of heat sinks that it has, with a pilot that has coolant vent, we can probably go full blast for like 4 or 5 rounds consecutively, and my guess is that we will not need to do more than that. Probably that will handle whatever it is that we might find. So we got some Taurian scouts reporting a previously unknown manufacturing plant. Okay, blow up some dudes. Got it. Real good at blowing up Davian forces. This was not my plan. My plan was not to spend a bunch of time killing these particular people. It just sort of happened. To be fair, that's also what happened with the Capellans. We didn't start the series like, and yeah, let's make sure we kill everyone we meet from House Liao. They're really inconvenient. You know, they get in our way a lot. Alright, a lot of comm chatter coming out of that factory. Let's go blow up some turrets and then some mechs. I mean, who knows what we might see here. This is a 5 skull mission. This is going to be the best of what they have to bring against us. I don't see any turret... Oh, no, never mind. That's a turret stand right there. Yep, okay. We are going to have static defenses to deal with.
Got it. Sensors have something.
And also some pretty big mechs right up front, ready to go. Alright, glass jaw, probably stay back here so that, you know, that glass jaw of yours doesn't become an issue.
Moving out.
I think the core problem is that the head's on the front instead of on the top.
Commander?
I'm not 100% clear on why they did that, why the design works that way, but I don't think it's very good. I think they should not have done that.
Aye.
Alright, so we got a Cyclops 10Q here. Tough mech, a lot of armor. Since we're only at AC5 and large laser, it's a little awkward. Like, we definitely don't want to go for the precision strike because I want to leave the possibility of a jump over into precision strike with this thing. And this thing has the lasers to actually make that dangerous. So I'm probably just gonna... Am I better off sensor locking the other mech? I guess is the question. Maybe. Let's get vision of it.
Sensors locked on.
Because 2 unaimed weapons of only moderate damage, that's not an outcome that's going to be very powerful. So over here we have a Banshee. Not terrifying. Heavily armored, not actually that dangerous. Definitely want to focus on the Cyclops. Cyclops moves on 2, Banshee moves on 1. We have to assume there's probably 2 more mechs in this lance, plus it is... Well, actually, the turret stands don't have anything on them. We're close enough to get readings, probably, and we can actually see that one.
Good to go.
So maybe it is just one other lance. So we could run forward and just try to get the lucky headshot. I'm inclined to reserve here. We're going to let the Cyclops have a turn, which is unfortunate. Oh, wow. And it's just going to haul ass. Full retreat. That is certainly a maneuver. Yeah, 5 evasion. Okay, well. You made it. You escaped.
Firing.
You need to secure the area, Commander.
For an abandoned base, it's awfully lively down there. Yeah, I was thinking that same thing. Your reinforcements incoming. Don't worry, Darius. I am on it. Okay, let's see if we can't just get lucky and put this guy away right now.
On it.
Oh, the large laser hit him in the head. Yep, that's a real good start. That is a hilarious amount of heat. This thing is all loaded with heat sinks, and we're on a tundra planet, and still that's a huge amount of heat. Well, no, you do not have sensor lock. So I guess I think the best thing to do here is to sensor lock rather than firing.
I've got
So we get to strip some extra evasion, and then we just go for just a PPC shot. Ugh, that's pretty bad. I guess with where he's standing, I don't expect him to be able to get an unobstructed shot. His cover's too good. Yeah, alright, I'll just take the 45%. Like, we're not going to do any meaningful damage here, but I could scramble his weapons really badly. Okay, so now he's got both of the weapon debuffs. Okay.
Get him banged up pretty good.
They sure do love PPCs. Really?
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I guess if you're gonna try to use a whole lot of PPCs, this is the biome to do it in. So we got, man, still 3 points of evasion, and we're still firing through an obstruction.
Waiting for orders.
I might just sensor lock this dude again. Let's get rid of all of the evasion.
Sensors locked on.
We've locked him even more. He is more sensor locked than he has ever been before. Right, now I'm feeling pretty confident. Look at those hit percentages. Do we want to just go for the headshot? I think I might go for the leg. It already took a PPC hit. It's got a lot of health, but then he'll be down. He won't really be much of a danger, and we'll have a free center torso target. Also, if we just get the other leg, it will also kill him. Yeah. We got a lot of good damage in there.
Scored a critical hit.
So we all go before he does, and I'm hopeful that we can get the Stalker close enough to him with a jump to just really lay into him. I can't shoot him with everything from here. Can I get him? Get him with everything from here. We're definitely going to have to coolant vent for this. I underestimated how much heat this thing generates. Let's just go ahead and coolant vent now, because we know we need to. And let's really lay it in. I guess... Hold on. 90% or 62%. We're talking about an actual difference of... it is like 100 extra damage that we have to deal. But the center torso has ammo in it, so we might get lucky and get an early ammo explosion. Yeah, I like this. We did indeed have an SRM ammo explosion. We also hit him in the head once, just for good measure. Okay. Well, they no longer have vision of us. I'm going to reserve down and let some of them move in here. 8Q. That's a shame. I mean, I thought that's probably what we were looking at. It also could have been a PPC carrier. You know, they've got to be pretty similar mechs. Can I not just, like, cobble together an 8T out of mostly 8Q parts and then also just sort of, you know, whatever garbage we can find? I think I don't want to bother aiming this. We are as much applying stability damage here as anything. So we can probably get a pretty easy knockdown. Ow.
I'm taking internal damage.
Boy, they sure have shot me in that one leg an awfully large number of times.
Standing by.
So let's use the glass jaw to just knock this stupid thing over, and then the Atlas can execute it when it's on the ground, probably. I suppose we may as well precision strike. We're talking about a lot of damage here.
Taking a shot.
A lot of damage that we need to do. Because I'm not 100% certain we're close enough for the close-range weapons. Yeah, so I wanted to get it under 100 structure, just in case we had to rely on just the long-range stuff. Okay, we don't. But I may... We're definitely going to turn some stuff off here, right? I can turn off the AC-20. We don't have to fire the medium laser, probably. The SRMs, and... I mean, the AC-5 does the job by itself. If we turn off the large laser, I get to reset my heat. Wow, did the AC-5 shot just explode in the air immediately after leaving the barrel? That's not great. That's not a great design.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, I'm going to have you back out a little bit, because apparently I'm actually taking structure damage in a place where that needs to not be true. We're just going to show them our right side for a little bit. Brace and get real tough, and then...
Roger that. Standing by.
I assume that's a Banshee, since it fired two PPCs at us.
10-4. Move order received.
I'm not sure I actually want to move the crab. I think the crab's kind of in the best spot here. So I'm assuming that the reinforcements are going to come in at the landing pad, right? Is there a forested space that's like a tiny little bit closer? I guess that's fine.
Holding here.
Yes, Commander.
All right.
Move order received.
This guy's showing us the back armor. Makes me feel like we ought to make use of it. It would be rude to see an opportunity like this and not go for it after he went to such trouble to offer it up.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Real strange maneuver on his part there. Not 100% certain I understand that. I guess him fleeing, screaming from the battlefield does make a certain kind of sense. That might have been all that was. It's not really strategy.
Bracing for impact.
Just hang out over here. I mean, I don't think we're going anywhere, right? Yeah, they can come to us. 90, 80, 80. Oh man, 2 80-ton mechs. Game's playing with my heart. Let's just let them come to us, right? A Victor. And I don't really see a reason to move here.
Roger that. Standing by.
We know that they already have as much evasion as they're going to have, and right, the fact that they had to approach us means they're probably standing out there with 4 points of evasion and guarded each. If we let them take their turns, we'll have a lot easier time with this. Not exactly terrifying.
Good to go. I'm here.
Alright, how do we want to do this? Well, I mean, we could probably put this Victor in the dumpster. I mean, it does have Bulwark up. Not a particularly tough mech, though. Could just try to shoot its arm off. I think getting rid of this thing makes a lot of sense, though. This is a good way to spend some resources. So, I think I am just going to go center. We have a lot of damage here, even with him having Bulwark. Between the lot of our mechs, I think we're going to get it done. Another Victor. What an annoying circumstance. He has 100 health left. I think we can probably just put him away like this.
Confirmed.
Maybe not. It's a lot of damage. 5. Ugh.
I think I hit something good.
Yeah, I don't think it was that good.
Commander.
Alright, well, Eric the Red should be able to finish that off. But I don't have a PPC shot from here. We are outside optimal range. Yeah, I probably want to close a little bit more.
On my way.
And do I want to aim? I'd really like to aim with the Stalker, so I think I'm not going to aim with this guy. We would need 2 missiles to hit center or the PPC. The odds are very much in our favor. Don't love stuff hitting the arm. Okay, there we go.
Hostile eliminated.
Waiting for orders.
And then we can have you... Oh, I actually can just barely get into firing range with just the one weapon. I wonder if maybe what I want to do here is... What do I want to do here? So I suspect the 100-tonner we're seeing down there is an Atlas, based on the fact that it had just one LRM-20 pod, it seemed like. Which means we probably don't have to worry about it making an appearance next turn. And I don't think I even attack. This jump into a sensor lock is maybe the play.
Up high.
It's just not worth firing one large laser at that mech.
Sensors locked on.
We'll just mess with those
I'm
weapon
receiving
systems
you.
and see if we can make something out of that. Do I want to just go for the head? You know, the body focus worked really well last time.
Fire in.
This time we actually hit the body with both of the
Reporting
autocannons,
critical hit. What's up, boss?
which somewhat makes up for the fact that we did not hit the body with like any of the other weapons. So they're probably all on 100, or all on initiative 1. I'm going to reserve down. Nope, those guys are both on 2. I couldn't remember, and unfortunately they are question marks because I don't have real vision.
Damage minimal.
That's fine. They don't have a lot of weapons. I think that 100-tonner's an ace pilot. I believe that it moved after it shot at us. Really? You can't jump off of this thing? Well, you can do that, but I don't have a shot for some reason. Well, that really sucks, actually. That's terrible.
Commander?
Alright, I guess we're using the crab next. He actually outside of missile range?
Position confirmed.
I guess I'm having to scroll every time I want to select something. I suppose he is pretty far away.
Tango down. Receiving you.
Alright, well that makes things pretty easy.
Yep.
Probably, I'm going to try to make it to the trees over here.
Mech warriors, show them what you've got.
So I think what we've got is the ability to reserve down to 1. They have not shown us any sensor locking. My guess is they're not going to get to shoot at us this turn if I do this. Okay, now we can try to get some vision. Although honestly, maybe the play is mostly just us sensor locking and bombarding them with LRMs. Let's see. I don't think either one of them is in cover. Let's have a look at this guy.
Got a lock.
Islander 733. No bulwark. Guarded, of course, but no bulwark.
Receiving you.
And
On the move. I've got a sensor lock.
okay. King Crab. Pair of AC-20s.
Orders?
Something to think about. Maybe a little bit.
On my way.
Well, we could maybe try to knock off the right arm. Where's he storing the ammo? Yeah, if we aim and go for the torso with as many of these missiles as possible, maybe we can crack through and blow the ammo. That's a lot of armor.
Receiving you. Copy that.
Yeah, I'm going to precision strike again.
Locked on.
These missiles do have bonus crit on them. I'm hopeful that if we get through...
Okay.
Nope, didn't get the
Now
explosion.
on.
Well, I think I just want to reserve again. He might... He might be able to get close enough to fire. He might be able to get a line of sight. No, you know what? I don't think he will be. I don't think they have us.
Acknowledged.
Oh, wow, he
Yes,
really doesn't
Commander.
get to move.
Jumping.
Okay, let's relock this
Got
thing.
him
I
up.
am confident that we can get that arm off.
Yes, Commander. Ready for orders. Copy that.
I think our LRM 5s here have bonus damage, or bonus crit chance.
I'm here.
It's hard not to be happy when you hear someone being so happy.
Yeah.
It's just an innocent and beautiful sound there. Alright, well, I think we're just going to end up taking this off through damage. Whatever, it works. And now we've got that whole side opened up for center torso damage. Alright, flatline.
Standing by.
I think I just sprint forward here. I guess I don't want to expose myself. It still has one AC-20, which is still, like, very much in oops, your head came off territory.
Moving at full throttle.
I think we're safe. I think we're okay. Okay, it got out into space in front of us, but didn't actually do anything. That seems like a really bad play. Because now we have that open arm side all,
Reporting
like it's
minimal
just
damage.
looking right at us. How are we not
for
supposed to kill you here? How is anything other than you dying supposed to happen? Really had to get out of the water if I want to fight him.
Location confirmed.
We probably don't have to focus fire. Yeah, probably I could just go. Preserve the resolve. Killing him without going for precision shot is going to put us back on inspired.
Hot damn. Hostile eliminated. I'm receiving you.
Alright, I probably just normal move forward and sensor lock. That makes a lot more sense than sprinting in division.
Sensors locked on.
Feels a little lame, I guess, but, you know, they had the option of bringing a team that could handle this kind of long-range harassment, and they did not take it. Is there any play here other than just core him? We could try to get rid of his AC-10, but nah, let's just focus on core. He does not have sure footing. He's not entrenched, so we should be able to score a knockdown if we just really focus on him.
Aye, aye. I'm on it.
Like, I bet this'll fill his gauge.
Let's hit him hard. Standing by.
Then we reserve once.
Standing by.
Commander.
Have the Cyclops put him on his back. Oh, I have to shoot.
Commander.
Somebody has to lose their turn running up on him. Okay, I guess we can just do it this way.
Waiting
Hold on. Are
orders.
you going to have vision? You are not going to have vision no matter how we do this. So actually,
Roger.
we'll just have you be the one who gets us the vision. Okay,
Orders.
now we use the Cyclops to put him down.
Orders. Engaging target.
And that ought to be the end of that. Hard to imagine him surviving the thing our stalker is about to do to him.
Waiting for orders. Coordinates received. Firing.
what an extremely silly mech this Stalker is. Just
Tango
how
down.
incredibly absurdly good. And hey, this time we sort of accidentally walked through the control zone on the way to finishing the fun part of the mission. So we don't have to go back and get it. A real rarity for us. I mean, we're still making okay money off of these. Alright, we get 3 pieces of salvage. Is there any version of this that makes more sense than, like, taking the king crab and then 2 parts of banshee? Probably not, right? In terms of just raw cash value, this has got to be the right play. And we get 9 more items. Hopefully they'll give us another piece of banshee here. Well, you know what? Actually, it probably makes more sense to finish the Highlander. And maybe we still get lucky and get the banshee. Okay, we got another piece of salvage. Yeah, I mean that's like if you're measuring difficulty entirely by the weight and the guns that are brought to bear, that's about the best they're going to be able to do with that number of mechs. Probably the difficulty problem is not solvable by just adjusting the numbers. It's a tactics issue. Alright, let's do this other mission and hope that we get a little bit luckier. Also, let's remember to put the Stalker in... Oh, that's not the button I want. Here we go. Remember to put the Stalker in the repairs so that I don't forget, because I totally will forget. It's missing 15 health. We could just run it again. Yeah, you know what? I'll just bring the Grasshopper. It'll be fine. Do like to pull the Stalker out every once in a while and just completely obliterate some enemies, though. Where does this go? Mector. Where is Mector? Mector's back in Arano space. It's a 3-skull world. It does have a black market. We could get lucky, maybe. I don't know. I'll think about it. Let's finish the other mission we have to do here. Torian surveillance teams have picked up what we believe to be some guys. Capellans, no less. Well, we know how to handle them. Probably we're not looking at any changes here. I guess I was going to say we could just run the Grasshopper, but first of all, in a polar biome, a heat-based attack is probably not that great of an idea. And also, the Grasshopper is actually quite a bit worse than Big Swarmy because we don't have enough 35 damage missiles to fill, or lasers to fill it. Although at this point we might have some additional ones. We should look into it. I think I'll just keep us on these pilots. Honestly, it is kind of nice having all the sensor lock. So sheet metal's going to cap out on stats really soon, probably, because they're getting a ton of XP from these. At this point, we have like 14 pilots who I'd feel comfortable running in the A-team or something like that. We are, without a doubt, the most developed and powerful mercenary company in this part of space. But that's been true for a long time, probably, given how bad the quote-unquote legendary mech warriors that we've encountered are at their jobs. If every mercenary company ended up like us, there probably wouldn't be any pirates left, for one thing. Also, probably no Capellans. If you encounter any other Capellan units, there will be a bonus for destroying those as well. Well, that's nice, because I was definitely going to do that anyway. Alright, orbital surveillance suggests there are giant robots over that away.
Time to earn our money.
Well, let's make that no longer true.
Location confirmed. Confirmed.
Pulling radar readings on the first turn.
Move into position.
Commander.
Well, I think I probably just want to jump as far forward as possible. Let's, like, really get ourselves into trouble, right?
Here we go. We've got an unknown on sensors.
90 tons something over there. Whatever, we got bulwark. Hey, it's a demolisher. What a surprise. Feels like it's always a demolisher. I don't know that it really matters. He's facing straight on at all of our dudes. I don't think it really matters which side we shoot at.
Locking on.
Also, odds are, you know, this
Enemy
is going to be the
vehicle
kill.
destroyed.
So in that sense, it also does not really matter what side we shoot at.
Commander?
Yeah, let's run around the side that doesn't have all the obstructions. Rough terrain can be tough to cross. You know what? I should be reserving. I don't know what I'm doing, running forward like this. They have something left on 2.
I copy.
Waiting for orders.
And at least one other thing on 1. I think we want to end up here,
No
right?
shooting, just running. Got it.
2 other mechs on 1.
What's up, boss?
You probably want to end up here as well, I guess? I'm a little reluctant to put both the long-range mechs in the same place if we can avoid it, just in case
On my
something
way.
comes
Double
up that is
flank.
not a good shot from that location. Like to have a couple of different angles available.
Reporting. Minimal damage. Let's get this done, folks.
Okay, very vehicle heavy. Oh, we're not quite... Look at how close we are to being able to engage all the short-range weapons. Well, that's a shame. I thought we had him. Precision striking the head with the small lasers on is so good. I think I'm just going to go for it anyway. Or, I have him dead to rights here. Yeah,
Target acquired.
let's just go center. Open up that ammo and hopefully get an explosion.
Standing by.
I think you're just sprinting because I don't really like the
Got it. Full speed.
side
on
arc
target.
shot that we had there. The crab probably aims. As much as I would like to preserve the resolve. Yeah, it's probably best to just get rid of this thing's vision. Not a good start.
Take that.
3, man.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
You know, Darius, if the piece of information that clues you into the fact that there are hostile contacts inbound is something that happens to me that you see on the video screen, you could probably just assume I'm aware of it.
Gotcha.
I think Darius thinks that we are very unobservant. Oh, hey, Commander, you're being shot with missiles. I don't know if you know that.
Damage is minor, Commander.
I'm kind of surprised they have vision of us. Alright, it seems like maybe these could all be combined into one animation.
Barely hit, Commander.
Neither of these pips has actually been used yet, so they have at least 2 more things moving on 1.
Heavy damage.
Okay, so that's a demolisher.
Reporting major armor loss. Give them everything you've got.
We have heat management here, so I'm just gonna go all the way in on these
Here we
guys.
go.
We gotta kill them both right now in order for the grasshopper to be even the littlest bit safe, so let's do that.
Acknowledged. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Alright, Shrek PPC carriers are a
Wait,
little bit
order.
softer. Slightly more killable.
All right.
Oh, and I have my, I have AC-20 range on it. Yep, it's dead.
Roger.
Well, an awful lot of weapons
Reporting.
didn't really do
Enemy
anything
vehicle
meaningful
removed.
there, but fortunately the Atlas is covered with enough guns to make that irrelevant. So what, they were all up here? Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
All right, but I'm ready to go.
Let's take a moment here and bleed off some heat.
Hell yeah.
80 ton mech.
Waiting for orders.
Probably... Well, you know what? We didn't see any... I was going to say it's probably just another 8Q, but we didn't see any PPCs from that side. It's probably something that has missiles on it. We could get vision. I'm just going to walk. You know what? No, I'm going to reserve, is what I'm going to do.
Waiting for the right move.
That's an awesome 8T! Okay. All we have to do is kill it in any way other than coring it.
Orders.
I need this thing's head, or I need this thing's torso to be together enough to give us 2 pieces. So let's see. It seems like my left side is busted up a little bit worse than my right side. Let's jump in and mostly show him right.
Acknowledged.
Just go straight for the dome.
Confirmed.
Come on, one more. Oh, I think that was 2. Nope, it was... One of those high shots was side torso. So he's at 26.
I'm receiving you.
Almost any of this thing's weapons will finish the job.
Acknowledged.
Oh, but I don't have... Okay, I do not want to fire... I'm just going to sensor lock it.
Got a lock.
I don't want to fire the big guns at it.
Yeah, Commander.
We are not taking any chances. You're probably actually pretty well positioned.
Receiving you.
I'm just gonna brace everybody.
Ready for orders.
His support vehicles are going to roll forward, and we're going to allow them to do that. We're going to finish him off with the Grasshopper. Okay, 100
A lock on
tons.
me.
Sensor lock on the Atlas is promising. Nope. Why sensor lock the Atlas if you're not going to shoot at it? Because there's no reason there's no way they needed to know what it was before making targeting decisions. The Awesome can see it. That is for certain. Okay, so they got a couple of 100-tonners up on the
Not
hill.
much armor left in that location. Okay. Now, Commander.
If we finish this guy off right now, and there's real good odds we do, we're managing their vision pretty effectively from here. Okay. Got it.
Let's get this done, folks.
Our long nightmare of not having mech completion is finally over.
I'm here.
You just need to get closer. Well, could move into a sensor lock, right? Are they in? Yeah, they're totally in sensor lock range. Yeah, I suppose
there.
let's do that. Let's get started. Uh...
I've got a sensor lock.
Okay, great big Atlas D.
Orders?
I'll tell you what, a full salvage payout on this mission would have turned out to be pretty good. Am I just going to go for the headshot? Man's got a lot of center torso health. And we could just roll the 1 in 5, and if we don't get it, then the missiles are kind of going to go all over the place anyway. He doesn't have entrenched, so it's possible we could get a knockdown.
Good to go.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take much advantage of a knockdown, but we did just do 1 point of pilot damage, so the knockdown here that gets a 2nd point of pilot damage maybe makes it feasible for us to just kill the pilot. I don't know, his center torso armor is looking pretty dark. Yeah, we probably just core him.
I've been sensor locked.
Alright, I love people shooting at the Atlas. Let's just run our Atlases out into the open and trade blows. Who needs tactics when you could have Haymakers? Probably we're just going to withdraw the Grasshopper.
Next warriors, show them got?
It has taken a fairly serious beating. And I think we can withdraw it while keeping it in sensor lock range. You know what I'd really like is to sensor lock that thing, though. If I stay right where I am, I have sensor lock on it. I can barely move while keeping it in range. So again, it's my left side that's really torn up. Let's
Heading out.
move to here.
Got a lock.
Okay, that's a stalker. We
Yes,
do not want
Commander.
that thing getting very close. You, for some reason, cannot move into cover. Alright, whatever. Like I said, Haymakers. Gonna make this thing come forward if it wants to shoot at us. Yeah, let's just gut
Alright.
you. Turns out if you design your atlas correctly, this is the potential.
Commander?
Not that their atlas is necessarily terrible. It does have an AC-20 and everything. That's a direct shot, right? Yes, it is. Okay. The Stalker is a little bit less heavily armored. Don't think we're going to try any shenanigans here. Oof. The Gauss Rifle is leaning pretty far left today.
Commander. Roger that.
It's a shame the rifle didn't hit, because we get a knockdown here.
Hot damn. Let's do this. Commander?
Okay, well, apparently I'm not going to be able to see the Stalker. If this thing is a King Crab, yep, which I was going to say I'm pretty sure it is, based on what we've seen, this might allow us to get the arm off. It's going to be a little bit of a trick, given the bulwark, but we have a lot of damage to put through.
Take this.
No explosion. Okay.
Standing by.
You're just going to sensor lock that thing.
Sensors locked on.
It's not in a terrible state just yet.
Standing by.
We don't have the resources necessary for another aim shot. I think my inclination...
Receiving you.
I want to finish off that Stalker, but I think my inclination is to try to remove one of the cannons on the Crab because we are in firing range, right? It is going to start shooting us with those.
Engaging.
Oh, don't hit the arm, hit the torso. Okay, cool. So it lost
Target's taking a critical
2
hit.
weapons. It still has an AC-20 to fire at us, and there's not a lot we're going to be able to do about that one. It's not actually unsteady. We're not going to get a knockdown. It's entrenched anyway. Yeah, you, I guess, fire at the Stalker. Yeah, that's a pretty serious amount of damage. Come on. No headshot. Okay, no headshot. We can probably strip the Crab's other arm off here.
Yes, Commander.
Still cool on heat. I should move enough to generate a point of evasion. No sense not doing it.
Coordinates received.
I guess he doesn't have cover anymore, so he no longer has his bulwark. Do we... Yeah, I think I just do try to go through the center. With the amount of damage that this thing deals. It is absolutely feasible. I mean, we're not going to kill him now, but we can get him there.
Receiving you.
So how much health does he actually have left? Okay.
Good to go.
This looks like a job
Ready
for...
for orders.
Oh. Looks like a job for the mech that doesn't go on this initiative.
Waiting for orders.
Flatline's got it without an aim, probably. Wouldn't have to hit very much. Okay. Yeah, this is like just an incredibly valuable salvage mission. If we had taken more points of
Ready for
salvage,
orders.
I'd be a lot more stressed about it. So you have Bulwark up. I think I'm going to stay back. Who's left? Oh, you know what? It's the Crab and Big Swarmy.
Yeah, Commander.
Maybe what I'll do first is fire with the Crab. And we're not going to be able to get him unsteadied. Yeah, let's just do this, see how it ends up. She overcompensated. She pulled the gun too far to the right there.
That hit something good.
Alright, so he lost about half his weapons. That's pretty good for us. We did get him to unsteady, but not all the way full.
Good to go.
The bar basically has to be completely full for the Grasshopper to knock people over with anything other than a great big punch. With him only having half of his weapons up, I feel a lot more comfortable jumping in. So I'm going to be showing him my right side as much as possible. And let's just give him everything.
Aye, aye.
Didn't quite get there. We do always get those headshots, though. Oh, man, one weapon off. Alright, take your final turn.
Let's hit him hard.
Your final turn was just cowardice, huh? Well, I suppose that's an option you're allowed to go for.
Affirmative.
Surprise! Oh wait, it's probably not that surprising, actually. God, I love just the raw number of guns we have on some of these mechs. Alright, just like I like missions to go. Simple, with a fat payday at the end.
Mission successful.
Yep, simple. Well, I think we're somewhat likely to take that travel mission to Mector. Oh, I guess the black market's less compelling now, because we're not looking for mech parts anymore. Yeah, in that case, I actually don't know what we're going to do. We're definitely going to take pieces of this awesome 8T. Ah, it's beautiful. They gave us nothing else of value. Doesn't matter, your spite can't hurt me now. Yeah, wow, we're one piece off of a crab and one piece off of another Cyclops. We had a very high potential loot value on that mission. So with that, there's not a lot of sources of points left for us. We are still going to get Argo completion. We don't have that yet, so that's another 25,000 points that's not on the...
Back online.
Another 25,000 points that we have that is not yet on the list. Yeah, look at all that. Ah, that's beautiful. So we're going to end up... I don't know, if we get lucky with the rest of our score, we might end up close to 600k. That feels pretty good. Yeah, we're going to get Argo completion. We're definitely not going to get Star System completion. Our rep is probably not going to change almost at all anymore. I guess every time we do a mission, we're gaining some MRB rep. That's worth 45 points per point. I don't know exactly how much we're gaining. I haven't been paying a lot of attention. So yeah, we're still going to gain... We're going to keep gaining contract points. We're going to keep gaining C-Build points, although it's going to end up not being huge. But basically we're done. In a lot of ways we feel very done now, right? Still have 197 days remaining. And I'm not really sure how we will best spend it. So we could fly over to Mector, but we no longer need... Like, the black market no longer has any allure for us. So I guess we're just at this point looking for high skull systems, new high skull systems, or high skull systems that will take us through new nodes to get to them at least. So I suppose that's probably not like super interesting to watch me click around like this. You know, I don't think we've ever been here. This might be the move, but I will figure it out off camera and come back to you probably already at our new system. So that is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time to see if there's anything we can do that will score us any meaningful number of points anymore. And we'll see you then.